So here's I should mention that in Russia we cannot call this word literally. There's a regulation that we have to call it in accordance with Russian government, and then they said it's a special military operation.
You may ask why people do not help other people, why they do not stop police, somehow prevent them from catching people. Unfortunately, if you touch police anyhow, if you hurt them anyhow, you most likely will get arrested for a couple of years.
大家好，我是米兰。
大家好，我是世凯。乌克兰、俄罗斯的战争爆发之后呢，我们访问了很多乌克兰人，看看他们对战争的看法，战争如何影响他们的生活。但是我们也一直很想从另外一个角度，就是从俄罗斯人的角度来看这场战争，看看他们是支持还是反对。那战争对他们而言又代表什么意义呢？
在这里也提醒大家一下，为了我们朋友的安全，有些事情我们不方便跟他聊天，有一些单词他没办法使用。
那我们就一起来听听看这位住在俄罗斯圣彼得堡的 YouTuber Nikki 的分享。So, hello Nikki, thank you for joining us today.
Hello Mila, hello Shekai. Nice to see you today.
Because most of the information here is always from the main media, so we really want to listen to the real voice from the local in Russia. So, thank you so much again. Before 24th of February, did you think it was possible for Russia to attack Ukraine?
So that is something that not just me, but many Russian people, also many Russian journalists and huge news bloggers didn't expect to have. Literally, I follow a couple of independent medias and one blogger specifically, Varlamov, and I remember he writing about all the events about February 24th. He said that he had no expectations to see such huge conflict between Russia and Ukraine. So basically, I also share this opinion. I didn't expect this to happen.
So on that day when it all started, what was your first reaction, and how was the situation in Russia on that day? I mean, did you see some information on social media, or maybe your friends talking about it?
Well, so basically that was an early morning when it all started, and I woke up late, around 10 a.m. and I actually got a message from my Patreon supporter asking me how am I doing, how am I, is everything okay there? And I said of course mate, everything is fine, I just woke up and going to make a cup of coffee, read a book, so I didn't read the news yet. And then I took my phone on the table, just got my coffee, got my book, and 1 hour later I checked the news, and I'm like, what? What is going on? So it was really unexpectedly for me. And I watched the news. I read that Russia attacked Ukraine, started their operation in the early morning, which was very unexpected. And the first couple of hours, I didn't know what to think about. So basically, I tried to not do anything. Basically, just stay at my room, stay at home, and read the news. And in the evening, there was actually a huge protest happening in most of Russian cities, as well as in St. Petersburg, where I am staying, where I live now. And I went to the streets just to witness it, to live stream for my social medias. And yeah, that was huge. The reaction of people was really huge that day.
Are there still any protests now?
Yes, but it's kind of different than a month ago. It's already almost a month. And for the first day it was really huge protest, but every next day it actually was smaller and smaller. But apparently it had almost no result. A lot of people were detained. I personally saw hundreds of people being detained in St. Petersburg. I also filmed it and uploaded video about that on my channel. And then every single day some people still were going out to protest, but every single time it was much harsher, much more violent actions from our police.
You may ask why people do not help other people, why they do not stop police, somehow prevent them from catching people. Unfortunately, if you touch police anyhow, if you hurt them anyhow, you most likely will get arrested for a couple of years. We have some ridiculous examples of it, and people basically don't do anything, don't touch police, and just follow their orders.
So basically, it was first very tiring for people to continue protesting every single day, day by day, and second, they faced a higher risk of being detained or deterred by the actions of our government.
Я понимаю, что мои действия ничего не сделают, но я хотя бы покажу, может быть, меня увидят украинцы, я покажу, что россияне этого не хотят.
And I know this question will be a little hard for someone, especially Russian, to answer, but we would like to ask you, like, what do you think about this word? And what do other Russians think about this war?
Well, so here's I should mention that in Russia we cannot call this this word like literally. There's a regulations that we have to call it in accordance with Russian government, and then they say it's a special military operation. I'm not sure about like political reasons. I'm not really much into politics. But one thing I know for sure personally about myself, I cannot support such kind of armed conflict that influences just lives of regular, just everyday people, and I just don't like what is going on out there. I also know that most of Russians actually share this opinion of mine, although there are some people and perhaps a lot of people who do not want the violence, do not want such kind of armed conflict between our countries, although they also think that it is a necessary evil and that Russia had to do that. So basically people kinda agree about it's very bad thing, it's very bad stuff happening in Ukraine, but some people think it's unacceptable and some people think that we had to do it.